to WrestleMania, yeah. I mean, you went to one of the worst WrestleManias in history last year and came out of it with a positive vibe. So you definitely have a knack for keeping your head up during WrestleMania.
I am the least appropriate person on a podcast called Thursday Night Angry Marks Podcast right now because I am not angry about it. I should be, and I'm not.
We have enough anger and spite and venom for you, for everybody. We got you covered.
All right. Well, let's then start getting angry with the very first match. It is the Club versus Enzo Amore versus Cesaro and Sheamus.
Oh, we're not going to do the pre-show?
I thought that was on the pre-show now, looking at the order.
No, looking at the order, it looks like now there are 2 matches on the show, or at least according to WWE.com.
All right.
And that's the Andre Battle Royal and the Cruiserweights, which I don't think they should be on the damn pre-show either.
All right, well, okay, let's start with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
It's exactly where it belongs.
Yes.
First up on the pre-show. They nailed this one. They got this one 100% right.
You know what? When Mojo Rawley said he was throwing his hat in the ring for the Battle Royal, I was like, okay, you've just officially told me where this match is going to be on the card, because nobody needs to see Mojo Rawley on WrestleMania. No offense to the man.
It gives me motion sickness.
Yeah, too much coffee. More coffee than you've had today, Abby.
I don't drink coffee, but God knows I have had, let's see, I've just made my second batch of sweet tea for the day.
Well, that'll give you plenty enough caffeine, not to mention the sugar.
Hey, I would rather drink sugar than aspartame.
Well, yeah, it's probably better for you in the long run. I won't argue that.
As I've got lupus, so aspartame does not agree with me.
No, definitely not. But this match doesn't agree with me either. I have very little positive things to say about this.
I say Braun wins, and it'll mean nothing.
They do nothing with the winners anyway. It's such a useless battle royal. They've got the name of Andre the Giant attached to it, and it means absolutely nothing, which is so sad.
If it was something you could actually do something with, like if it was a guaranteed cash-in for a title shot, then
I was thinking. Yeah, you make it like your Royal Rumble win, except not for the main title, but for one of the secondary titles.
Yeah, it would be like your chance to win the Intercontinental or the United States, or even if you were a smaller guy, maybe the Cruiserweight title.
Or if you're a tag team guy, a shot at the tag titles.
I have a sneaking suspicion that since this might be Big Show's last WrestleMania, they may actually have him win this.
Wow.
WWE logic there, yeah. Have him go over and just that would be such WWE logic. Let's just put him over and bury Braun Strowman even further down the card.
Well, I think they figure Braun Strowman is young enough and strong enough and got enough momentum behind him that it won't hurt him.
Well, they've already fed him to Roman Reigns, so I guess nothing else they do is going to really mess with him.
Right. It's like, how much more can they hurt him after that? They can't. So if he loses in a stupid pre-show battle royal that nobody cares about, it won't matter.
Pre-show match to
matter.
The entire SmackDown Cruiserweight division is in this, or not Cruiserweight, Tag Team division is in this match. It makes no sense. It's like, well, we don't have room for the SmackDown Tag division. Let's just shove in the battle royal.
Doesn't bother me. I'm not sad about it. So then we're moving to the match that pisses Abby off because it's not on the pay-per-view, so she's going to side on the Khan argument in this one.
It shouldn't be. No title match should be on the pre-show. I don't care who's got the title.
I agree with that, but I see this as an opportunity, too. I think this is one of those matches that can steal the show, and I think if Neville and Austin Aries go out there and put on match of the night, or what's certain to be match of the pre-show, but if they put on one of the matches of the night, that pretty much guarantees that the next time there's a Cruiserweight title match on a major pay-per-view, it's not going to be on the pre-show.
Yeah, but 40% of the audience is going to see it. It's not even going to be on the main WrestleMania show on the network. It's 2 different shows, so people that come back and watch Mania later won't see the match. So I don't know. It's one of those things that just bugs me.
I agree. I don't think, if there's a title, be it a women's title, be it the Cruiserweight title, be it any of the minor, the Intercontinental, the U.S., any of the tag titles, it shouldn't be on the pre-show. It should be on the main show.
Yep.
Save your gimmicky shit like the Battle Royal for that. Your gimmicky shit, like I was saying earlier, John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. Put that shit on the pre-show. Nobody wants to see that crap.
Agreed.
Well, if decrying the position of the match on social media made a difference, then Aries and Neville would be on the main card, but apparently it doesn't because the only match that's actually changed is Alexa Bliss defending the title against the entire women's roster. Enough people bitched about that they actually moved it back to the pay-per-view.
Good. They should have.
So
there's no reason it should have been on the pre-show to begin with.
So, Abby, does Alexa retain? Does Naomi get the title back in her hometown? What do you think happens here?
I don't know. For some reason, I see Becky Lynch winning.
As much as I like Becky, it just doesn't seem right to put the title back on her right now. I don't see what purpose it serves.
Well, I don't see the purpose of putting it on Naomi, other than a cheap pop. So
yeah, a cheap pop in her hometown, which is why she would be more of a favorite than the rest. But I can tell you who's not winning. Carmella. She is no fucking way winning the title here.
Maybe James Ellsworth will find a way to win it.
I'm officially done with Carmella and James Ellsworth. That's go away heat for me at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I could actually see them putting it on Mickie James because fuck you, that's why.
She's got more of a chance than I'd say Natalya does.
I'd rather see it on Natalya, but I can see them putting it on Mickie James just because, you know, they like the old timers.
Mm-hmm. Plus it would be that swerve, fuck you, that's why, you know, the Vince McMahon.
Fuck you, that's why. I mean, it should be Alexa Bliss. I mean, hell, the way they should run this is a gauntlet, have Alexa Bliss beat everybody, and then at the end when you think it's over, boom, Asuka's music hits. She comes out and kills Alexa Bliss, but they're not going to do that.
Well, now, let's clarify this, because is it a gauntlet or is it a six-pack challenge?
No, it's a six-pack challenge.
Because I believe the exact words that Daniel Bryan used were every available woman on the SmackDown roster, which means there could be more people than the 6 we have listed here.
Yes, they're going to be bringing some people back, I think.
I've seen Victoria's name teased.
Kelly.
I've seen Lita's name teased.
Kelly.
Please let it be Drunk Lita from the pre-show, please.
And please let it be anybody but Kelly, because I, quite frankly, have no use for her.
Jillian Hall and her mole. Oh, wait, Boogeyman ate
that. Ew.
You know what? This whole women's revolution that came about since WrestleMania last year came too late for Jillian Hall because she was so much better than she was ever used as on television.
WWE has their way of doing things, and they're not how we would do them.
That's for damn sure. Okay, so moving on, we go back to the match I mentioned previously. Gallows and Anderson versus Enzo and Cass versus Cesaro and Sheamus.
Oh, please let Carl and Luke win, because if Enzo and Cass win, they're just going to annoy us all to death.
This is where I can see the whole WWE logic. I mean, this is WWE booking 101. They're going to make the kiddies happy and give it to Enzo Amore and Big Cass and give them their WrestleMania moment.
You know what? Now I'm actually curious about it because we've been talking about in vague terms who's a favorite and who's not, but I now actually want to see the betting odds to see if we get a favorite in this tag match because Lord knows I'm in the camp of I want to see the club retain.
Oh, I want to see the club retain. I just don't think it's going to be booked that way.
Yeah, that's why I want to look at the odds and see if the bookmakers actually have some thoughts on this. Right now, it appears to be Enzo and Cass are the minus 230 favorite.
Ugh.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, parents, but if you buy your kids that stupid Enzo hat wig thing, you need to have your kids taken away from you because that's just wrong.
You get Children's Youth Services called on you for that.
If I see that, I will call Children's Services on your ass and report you for child abuse because that's just wrong.
And since I've got the odds open, I'll just run down the others we've talked about really quick. Neville is minus 365. Aries is plus 255.
Sounds about right.
In the Alexa versus the World match, we've got the Field as a minus 165 favorite. The closest underdogs are Naomi and, my God, Carmella. They're both plus 125. That can't be right.
No.
That
Not
line
Carmella.
has to change between now and Sunday because I cannot see Carmella being a plus 125. She should be like plus 8,000 or something. She should be so far out of contention for this.
But a question like this, when there can be other competitors, are you allowed to bet other on a match like this?
Well, yeah, you can bet the field. The field right now is the favorite. Anybody in the field over the champion is minus 165.
Oh, I thought you meant like can you vote for somebody not named in the match yet?
Well, I assume if that happens, they probably just throw out the bet and say we didn't account for
Okay.
it, so it doesn't
All
count.
bets are off. Okay, so no.
Right. And for the Battle Royal, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, the favorite right now is Braun Strowman at minus 350.
I would like to see that, but yeah, again, WWE logic, I can see them giving it to the Big Show because he didn't get his moment in the sun with Shaq, so...
Yeah, and Big Show is the next closest line out of the field of competitors. He's right there behind him. So, we move on to Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. And can I just get the remote like Dean Ambrose did and just turn this one off?
I wish.
Okay, so
this is where I would rather have AJ Styles. I'd rather have AJ Styles going after Dean Ambrose for the belt and then treating that IC belt like Naito does with the IC belt, just throwing around saying, this isn't the title I want the real title back. But WWE's not smart enough to book something like that.
Well, at least if Baron Corbin has the title around his waist and he is the minus 1125 favorite in this, then we don't have to see his stupid belly button anymore.
Well, he's been wrestling in a shirt lately, so...
That's a good thing.
Yes, it is, because I don't want to see his sad face abdomen.
No. So
the Vegas odds on this one are for bathroom breaks, right?
Yeah, for bathroom breaks and for Baron Corbin winning. Both things at the same time. Next up is...
Corbin is a favorite. Interesting.
Sizable favorite by the look of it, but these lines could change between now and Sunday, so don't assume anything. And speaking of assuming anything, John Cena and Nikki Bella, who knows if Nikki can wrestle on Sunday or not, but she and he are taking on The Miz and Maurice, and looking at the odds right now, we have John Cena and Nikki Bella as the end of broadcast favorites at minus 1,200.
We've got a minus 5,000 on Abby throwing up during this.
Ugh. I swear, if there's a proposal in a ring, and no, it's just, I will be sick.
I believe some betting sites, not the one I'm looking at right now, but some are actually taking bets on him proposing to her.
What are the odds on him proposing?
I don't know, because the site I'm
One
looking
in
at
one?
does not have odds for that.
I know that some do.
Mm-hmm. I imagine it's like a very strong minus 1,000, I would think, because that's been the whole reason to do this angle is for him to propose to her in a ring in front of 70,000 people.
After all the time he said, I ain't marrying again, I ain't having kids, I ain't doing nothing. Yeah,
It'd be great if he did, and then Nikki Bella swerved him and went heel and turned him down and just beat the shit out of him.
Actually, you're booking like live audio wrestling right now, because they had a contest where they said, book the finish of the match and what you see happening, and the winner of the contest, who got a free Royal Rumble DVD, said Nikki turns heel on him, they all beat the shit out of him, and The Miz leaves with a flock of women.
That would be awesome. That would be the best possible way that match could end.
I don't think that's going to happen, though. It would be fun, but no, it's fantasy booking in the highest form.
That's like a plus 65,000 on the odds right there.
Yeah, least likely outcome possible.
Nikki will cry, and there'll be,
Confetti raining down, and yeah.
I will say this much, and it's not much, but I have enjoyed the build to this match. The mock Total Divas segments have been really fun to watch.
I have to admit, I've actually found The Miz and Maurice entertaining, which I never do, but those mock Total Bellas, they finally found something that can entertain me that The Miz does.
Right on. So if they could just keep doing that, so much the better, but we actually have to get a match out of it. That's where it all falls apart, like Chinoa Achebe. And then we move on to one of the potential matches to steal the show, Chris Jericho defending the United States title against Kevin Owens.
This should be good. I fully expect Owens to win.
He is the favorite, minus 675.
Doesn't Jericho go into tour with Fozzy soon?
In May.
Yeah, so it makes sense that he would drop it, but who knows? Vince could be like, he's touring with Fozzy, let's keep that belt on him.
Is it just me, or did the build to this match peak 2 weeks ago when he exposed the real Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
It kind of felt like WrestleMania should have been that week instead of this week.
And Kevin Owens is finally on the list.
The reason I can laugh right now is every time I picture that picture of Kevin Owens on the Titantron and wearing the Jericho shirt and Jericho screaming, "He was marking out, man!" That was such a great Jericho moment.
I think that'll probably be between that and Neville and Aries. I think those two have the option to be the match of the night. Because it sure as hell ain't going to be any of the other ones. Unless
I'm leaning more towards Aries and Neville, depending on how long they let them go with that match on the pre-show. But yeah, I mean that one should be good. This one should be okay too. We'll see what they get. Usually those two are just dynamite in the ring. So hopefully they will deliver at the biggest show of the year.
Well, here's the match that I don't have much hope for, and that I don't think they've built up very well, and I don't think is going to steal the show. We've got Miss I'm Not Like Most Girls, Nia Jax, and the boss, Sasha Banks, and woo, Charlotte Flair against It's Bayley. And man, have they dropped the ball with her.
Yep.
They have no idea what type of character Bayley. Their booking her is just so contrary to what she was and what made her in NXT.
And I just don't need to see her doing the sad puppy dog face anymore on Raw. I've had just about enough of it.
She sounds like Eeyore enough as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need to, no.
Well, Bayley, incredibly enough, is actually the favorite to retain here at minus 300. Sasha Banks plus 500, Charlotte plus 525, and I'm Not Like Most Girls is plus 1450, so she's not like the favorite either.
Yeah,
I can't see her winning.
Yeah, I don't see her winning. All bets are off once they ended Charlotte's win streak at pay-per-views. Yeah, they kind of threw a monkey wrench into it with that.
This is almost the point in the pay-per-view where I could see Vince McMahon saying, "Fuck you, that's why," and having Nia Jax win because nobody thinks that she's winning.
It'll be brilliant. We'll take the title off of her the next night on Raw.
That would be even worse. If you really wanted to bury her 6 feet beneath the earth, give her a one-day title reign, because that's what they did to Zack.
That's what I was going to say. They did that to Zack Ryder with the IC title last year. I could see Vince doing that with Nia Jax, just to fuck with the fans.
I honestly, I know WWE is the pinnacle of a wrestling career for most people, but god damn it, she would be so much better if she was in Shimmer or Winner of Honor or Shine, some other place where she could really go out there and learn the craft and wrestle with other great women's wrestlers.
I agree, because with her size and her strength, she should be just dominating and crushing and killing everybody in the women's division that's not named Asuka, who's not on the main roster, but still.
Right. Just looking at her, you would think she would own this division, but not the way she's booked, not the way she's used, and not with what she's been able to learn so far. She's in the wrong place for her at this time in her career.
I see Sasha winning Sunday for some reason. I don't know why, but I just see her winning.
Just to go full bore heel on Bayley?
Yeah, pretty much.
They've been teasing that. And that's actually the biggest problem I have with this match. I know I said I wasn't that angry, but if I want to get angry about something, it bothers me when Jax comes out on TV and everything she says makes complete sense. She says, "I'm not going to come out here and hug and kiss ass and smile at everybody because that's what you guys do. And I'm not going to come out here and pretend that I'm your friend because that's what you do, Sasha. You're not friends with Bayley. Look at what you said here on Twitter." It's like, oh my God, everything she's saying is true, and she's the bad guy here. I hate when that happens. When the bad guy is right, I want to cheer for the bad guy.
I mean, I can actually see the way it being booked. I could see Sasha doing something to help Bayley win. You know, Sasha going to celebrate with Bayley if she wins the title. Bayley thinks, oh, it's cool, we're BFFs. And then Sasha just lays out Bayley and sets up a feud for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I can see that happening too. Okay, now it's time for the ultimate thrill ride because Shane McMahon is going to find high things to jump off of against AJ Styles.
He's jumping off that fucking roller coaster. That, or he's jumping off that ring that's on top of the ring.
I'm still trying to figure out what the point of that second ring is. Are they actually going to try to have a match up there? Is that why they built that?
who knows at this point, but that set is just insane.
You can tell they raised the ticket prices just to afford the construction and all that shit.
And the thing is, I mean, and now the rumor is today that they're actually going to do a spot on that roller coaster during Shane and AJ's match.
If they want somebody to die, sure, that's a great idea, but I don't recommend it.
I don't either, but Shane's just about batshit, so, and I don't think McMahon likes him very much, so hell, why not sacrifice the prodigal son?
I suppose.
It's funny that WrestleCrap broke that headline like your wife was pointing out, Stevie, and here it is hitting the rumor mill now. So it could be true. WrestleCrap could have broke a story about WrestleMania.
Yeah, they did it as a joke, but it really isn't that far from the truth. That's why it's so damn funny.
Yep. And I can't see anybody but AJ Styles winning this match.
Neither can the bookmakers. He's minus 975.
That's pretty big odds there.
Yeah.
I hope he wins. I just wouldn't put it past, I don't know.
Fuck you, that's why.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except, like you said, it's not like Shane is the favorite son in the family, so.
Well, true, but.
My second favorite son won. Fuck you.
Well, we'll get to his favorite son, his son-in-law, in a little bit. But meantime, we've got Undertaker and Roman Reigns.
Oh, God.
We've got a guy that I never want to see versus a guy that I never want to see who's 175 million years old.
Well, I don't know which one you are least favoring in this match, but I know which one the odds makers are least favoring.
Undertaker's
That's Undertaker.
Losing.
Yeah, he's plus 330. And
no way Roman Reigns is walking out of this with a loss. He's Superman.
Not after Pundertaker cut all those puns on Monday about the Roman Empire will fall. I was like, you're telegraphing that you're losing when you're turning this into comedy.
Oh, hell. Undertaker was around when there was a Roman Empire. Caligula.
Oh, come on. He's not that ancient.
Oh, hell. His college roommate was a fucking trilobite.
Lord, Jason.
He hails from Pangea, the Undertaker.
See, I was going to say his college roommate was Lazarus because that's how he learned to rise from the dead.
No, he met Lazarus in grad school.
Lord. Y'all are so mean.
He used to babysit Methuselah.
Okay, well, let's just move on from the old jokes.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I do want this to be Undertaker's last WrestleMania, win or lose. It is visibly obvious every time he walks to the ring now just how much pain he's in.
It's sad. It's just, it's hard to watch.
It's hard to even watch him do a choke slam anymore. When he grimaces in pain just doing a choke slam, it's like, enough. Stop sending this guy out to the ring. I felt the same way the last time I saw Rey Mysterio live at a show, and I saw him hobble to the ring, and I'm like, no. And then Lucha Underground signed him.
And why aren't they doing anything special with this, like Hell in a Cell or an Inferno match or a casket match or some kind of... If this is going to be the Undertaker's last hurrah, why not have some kind of gimmick that wouldn't make him have to work so hard in a normal match?
Because they want Roman Reigns to go over him clean and be the big dog in the yard. That's why.
Because fuck you, that's why.
If I thought we could get away with selling a t-shirt that said, because fuck you, that's why, that would be your t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees.
Hey, if Rebby can get away with the fuck that Al shirt, we can pretty much get away with anything.
I suppose so, but I feel like I might lose a few of our advertising partners if I did that, so no, I'm afraid I can't. Rebby can, because she does her own shit.
True.
And now, the favorite son, the son-in-law, Triple H, the Game, the cerebral assassin, the man of too many fucking nicknames, versus Seth Rollins in a unsanctioned, hold harmless, whatever you want to call it, street fight.
Because you have your biggest show of the year, WrestleMania, so at your biggest show of the year, you're going to have a non-sanctioned match because WWE logic.
Well, because they weren't sure that Seth Rollins would be ready. And in truth, he probably isn't 100% ready, and he's been fighting some sort of illness on top of everything else. But because they can have a street fight, they can use a lot of gimmicks and cover up whether he's ready or not and make it look like something.
No, I just figured non-sanctioned meant they didn't get to run it by the ghost of Jack Tunney.
It's hold harmless. Didn't y'all get the memo on the name of that contract?
Yeah, that's
harmless match.
Stevie mentioned that. Yeah, hold harmless.
Well,
hold harmless, kind of like Undertaker's Gogoplata.
Seth is the favorite right now, so the favorite son is not looking like the winner. He is plus 375, and Rollins is minus 565.
And this is where Samoa Joe's going to come out, right? Since he's not on the card.
Probably.
So obviously it would be a run-in that backfires then.
Samoa Joe and/or Finn Balor here.
See, now I've seen that they're not even going to try to bring Finn Balor out because they feel it's just a waste of having him return at this point. If he doesn't have a match at WrestleMania, why bring him out at all? They just want to hold him off till Raw or whatever.
Yeah. Poor Finn. That's all Seth's damn fault.
Which is exactly why you'd want to see Finn Balor come out during a Seth Rollins match at WrestleMania, because it was all his damn fault. Storyline enough right there.
But they want Finn to be a babyface, and if he attacks Seth, he's going heel.
I don't care. Just do it and say,
I get it, yeah. I mean, it's kind of one of those guys like AJ Styles, where they try to push him heel, and the fans cheer for him anyway. Or like Kevin Owens, he heals up, and fans cheer for him anyway.
Finn can come out and attack Seth, and the fans can ask why, and he can say, fuck you, that's why. Actually, he can say, fuck you, that's why.
Captain fucking New Japan, that's why.
That's why. Well, speaking of that's why, burn down the damn house and not get arrested for it, because fuck you, that's why. Randy Orton takes on Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship.
Randy Orton better not win this damn match.
I don't think he's going to. Bray has to win this.
We've been saying that about Bray for years and years. He has to win this, and he never has.
Bray is a very, very narrow favorite at plus 150. Or no, actually the line's flipped because he is the underdog now. Orton is the favorite at minus 190. Previously, he was the favorite, but he's not now.
Yeah, well, with Roman Reigns going to SmackDown anyway, good. Orton can win the title, and he can drop it to Roman Reigns. Joy.
I actually can make no prediction based on the betting odds because this has changed twice in the last 2 days that I've seen it. So I don't think they've made up their minds what to do yet. My thinking would be leave the title on Bray, and if Orton's going to win it, have it at Backlash or somewhere down the road.
Well, that's what makes sense, but I see no reason to put it on Orton at all now or down the road.
I really don't either. I mean, I would much rather see AJ get it back because Randy, he's been there, done that. We don't need to do it again.
That's exactly how I feel.
We don't need to have two people chasing Flair's record.
Yeah. Well, one other match to talk about. Probably the one that nobody wants to talk about, but it's WrestleMania. We're going to talk about it. Goldberg and Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg is a sizable underdog for this. Last time I checked, Brock Lesnar was like minus 3,000 to win the title.
Lesnar wins in a very quick squash match.
Oh, now they're saying today that it's going to be an actual match. Upwards of 10 minutes.
Oh.
Meaning 8 minutes of entrance and 2 minutes of actual wrestling.
No, from bell to bell, 10 plus minutes.
Really?
Yeah, which I can't see since Goldberg hadn't taken a fucking bump. He's taken one bump in 14 years.
Okay, did you see the internet
blow up? That locker, he took that bump.
Yeah, okay, but did you guys see the internet blow up about his comments on the Edge and Christian show?
Yes, that he was miserable.
And he clarified that today on social media and said, when I say I'm miserable, it's because I'm working so damn hard at my age to stay in shape and look good. And it's not that I'm miserable being a wrestler, it's that I'm miserable having to stay in this condition to perform.
Yeah, basically I'm trying, I'm doing my damnedest to look like I looked back then, like how people remember me.
Mm-hmm. And to his credit, he does look quite a bit like he used to.
He doesn't look that much different, except for the gray. His goatee is mostly gray now.
Yeah, other than that, his physical shape is tremendous, but I don't know that his cardio is tremendous, and that's why I worry about a 10-minute match.
I don't even see him making it down the ramp.
Yeah, they need that ring cart, the one we keep talking about. We need that cart that they used at WrestleMania to roll them down to the ring.
That or they need to load these guys on the roller coaster and get them down to the ring.
I'll Raw, give me the green light. I'm ready to go. Let's see him ride the roller coaster to the ring.
Oh, God, why did you have to work that in again?
Because, like, yeah, that's why. I'm Vince now.
God.
But seriously, if they could just parachute off the top of the roller coaster right into the ring, I'm fine with that.
Okay, no, we don't want anybody parachuting or anything. Let's try to get everybody out alive.
Yeah. But then there's no guarantee of that with at least 3 of these matches, because Undertaker, not in such great shape. Goldberg, we don't know about his cardio. And Shane's probably going to try to kill himself. So we got no guarantees about everybody coming out of this one.
I'll watch the show. I'm not excited for it. You know, I spent half of my day today writing an article about the worst moments in WrestleMania history. You know, and
What's
last year's
number one
show
again?
last year's WrestleMania was the entire fucking show. I mean, you know, it was just the whole thing from top to bottom.
I am in total agreement with Abby on that one.
But I hope it's not a dumpster fire. I hope the world doesn't burn when Roman Reigns beats Undertaker clean. I just see so many places where WWE could go so very wrong and do so many missteps and misfires. And I think it would be better if we all realize that WWE does not book anything for the fans. They don't book what we want to see. They book what they want us to want to see. And if we just realize that, you know, and we could just give up and say, they're doing it for themselves. What the fuck ever. We don't care anymore.
But see, that's actually why I can somewhat look forward to this, because I've already thrown in the towel on getting what I want. And if I don't care about what I want, then I can just enjoy whatever they give me. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, I can laugh.
Yeah. And if there weren't talent that I gave a damn about involved, I probably could do that and just laugh it off. But there are still a couple of guys in WWE that I actually like and don't want to see them totally destroy.
Mm-hmm.
So some of it I can laugh off, and others it's just like, my God, what are you people smoking? And why aren't you sharing it as part of the pay-per-view package for the monthly network subscription?
Free weed with your $9.99.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since we can't get that, we can just hope that Shane McMahon gets high enough for the rest of us.
Lord have mercy.
But yeah, I'm with you on wanting good things for good people. I want good things for Cesaro. I want good things for AJ Styles. I want good things for a lot of people on this card. I just hope that whatever they get out of the actual results, they get more out of their actual paycheck, because everybody gets paid at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but not as much as they used to.
Maybe not.